Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So today I want to talk about something amazing that Bitcoin is doing. And bear with me. I know I lost my voice last night, but we'll get through this. First of all, we know that tomorrow there is a huge options expiration. $3 billion that will expire tomorrow. So I'm talking about futures and options. And we see this all the time where the last Friday of every month, we have this enormous expirations. And sometimes it does cause a lot of volatility. Now, there have been months where it does nothing. Okay. But seeing how stable Bitcoin has been, how low of the volume has been, right? There may be something explosive coming up. In fact, today, Bitcoin is doing quite well, 26.8. Bitcoin looks like it wants to go back above 27 once again. But here's the amazing thing that's happening right now. And I'm referring to Bitcoin's resilience versus the DXY. Okay, just take a look at this. DXY has been going up and up and up and up. DXY is showing the strength of the dollar versus all these other fiat currencies. And normally speaking, you can see when the DXY goes down, Bitcoin goes up. When DXY goes up, Bitcoin goes down. So there's an inverse relationship. But look at what's happening right now. Bitcoin has not really moved while DXY has been. Right? So Bitcoin is doing something amazing right now. It's decoupling away from even the DXY, which has been an inverse indicator for a long time. That's how strong Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is being held by very strong hands at this point, long-term holders. Short-term holders are gone. So it kind of makes sense. Like, who's going to be selling now, right before the end of the year, right before we enter 2024, right? So this is quite amazing that DXY has come up so much and can continue to go up because currencies from around the world are really struggling right now versus the USD. So DXY could continue to go up, right? But right now, Bitcoin is steady. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with this huge expirations, right? Maybe nothing, or maybe we will see some explosiveness, okay, after tomorrow. Now, we know that yesterday, Gary Gensler was called in front of the House Financial Committee, okay? He was grilled once again. But, even those guys, I watched parts of the interview, those guys were asking simple questions, even like when asked, do you think Bitcoin is a commodity, or is Bitcoin a commodity? Even then, Gary did not want to answer. Gary will just keep giving vague answers after vague answers, and I don't think he wants to answer anything ever. Like, there's like almost no point of bringing him in front of Congress. He is the master at dodging questions. Okay, but basically, the House Financial Services are telling him, hey, you need to approve those Bitcoin spot ETFs immediately, right? So whether it's this year or next year, yesterday he postponed the decision on 2 ETFs months ahead. So that made people question whether or not we're actually going to get one this year. It's not, it's not over yet. We still have 2 months left of this year. So can we get one in November? Quite possibly, right? But this is a talk of town right now because what is going on with Gary, right? And here's the funny thing. I'm hearing that the SEC actually wants to accelerate the launch of Ethereum Futures ETFs, not Ethereum spot ETFs, but Ethereum Futures ETF, because they simply want it off their plate. They don't care about futures ETF. That's why they approve so many Bitcoin futures ETF, right? That's what I'm hearing, but it makes me wonder why, right? So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Gary. I don't think anyone knows what's going on with Gary, but Altcoin Daily, I don't know. I don't know if I should credit him, but he posted this. I don't know if he found this out, but Gary Gensler has a brother, Robert Gensler, who happens to be vice president of T. Rowe Price Group, which is an enormous, enormous investment company. Okay, over $1.4 trillion worth of assets. Does this have something to do with it? Right? How come no one knew that Gary Gensler has a identical brother? It almost looks exactly the same as Gary. I mean, this picture looks exactly the same as Gary. But T. Rowe Price actually in the past in 2021 they posted this saying to take crypto seriously, but they're not holding yet. And recently I saw that they are going to test public blockchains. So maybe he's just holding things back. Gary is until his brother's company, T. Rowe Price, is ready to move forward with crypto. Maybe that is the reason. Hopefully it's not, but who knows? Maybe family. Maybe family's causing him to do this, right? I don't know. But what I do know is this. Bitcoin is still the big daddy. Bitcoin is the crypto that we should all be holding on to. In fact, last night, someone asked me, what is your favorite crypto? And I thought about it. I love a lot of crypto, right? But my answer was Bitcoin. And here's why. Because in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, going into the future, I know Bitcoin will be around. I know Bitcoin will only get stronger and the price will only go up. I can't say the same thing about everything else. Can I say that Cardano is going to be around in 20 years? Can I say Solana is going to be around in 20 years? Like, I can't say those things. They might be around. I mean, there's probably a good chance they're around, but they may be replaced with something else because everything else outside of Bitcoin is a technology, right? Bitcoin is a digital store of value. So the one that you want to hold and not have any worry about holding long term is Bitcoin. That's quite simply it, right? So that's why. That's why. But also, there's a lot of factors going on right now that makes a lot of sense to be holding Bitcoin, including we are in the next bull run already, coming up from the bottom. Right? I've been saying this. People don't want to hear it, but we are in the next bull run already, just not in a parabolic phase yet. We will get there. It's just a matter of time. Okay? So that bottom line, right? Here's one too. Here's one. The NVT signal reached a 7-month high, which is good. Which is good. Bottom line is this, right? So there's a lot of things I'm covering short term. What may drive Bitcoin up or down, what may bring volatility. For example, the looming options expiration, Gary Gensler, DXY. There's so many things going on, right? But ultimately, the only thing that matters is buying, holding, and accumulating Bitcoin for long term, right? Ignore the noise. Let's do this together. That's quite simply it. All right, guys, I'm going to head to Cypherpunk. This is going to be day 2, right? Day 1, a lot of good stuff. Day 2, even better. I'll be speaking on 3 panels today. Hopefully, I can get through it because I lost my voice. I've been going out way too much whenever I go on these trips. So, yeah, so I'm losing my voice, drinking a little too much, and spending a little bit too much. And when I say a little bit too much, it's too much. So, but I'm still going to have a good time at Cypherpunk. I'll push through. I'm not going to live stream. It's just too difficult. What I'm going to do is record the panels that I'm going to be on and then post those for you guys later. I'll be on the next Crypto Gem one. I'm going to have a panel for CRU Plus, and I'm going to be on a panel with Mystic Swap, and possibly one under one too. So overall, I'm going to be speaking a lot today. I'm going to let you guys go. Stay strong, stay focused, and I'll see you guys later. All right, bye-bye.